Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of The Last Campfire. So when we left off, we had 2 more embers to find here in the forest, the pond, whatever you want to call it. We just made friends with a frog, which is awesome, which got us to this area that we had to unlock.
You look hungry, friend. You bring any broth with you? There's a cook in the swamp. Makes a broth like you wouldn't believe. Keep telling them that it doesn't taste right. They'll keep giving you more.
More and more broth. They're like, we heard you're hungry. Well, that's too bad. Okay, so we have this area officially a little sneaky way through. Let's get back out of here. And is the frog back on this side? No, the frog's gone. Let's see what our fisherman has to say about that.
If you need help catching anything, you just ask.
Okay. That frog is stuck over there. So let's do some more exploring over into this other area over here to the left. So we got these brambles everywhere, which isn't great. There's this guy up here. How do we... I keep seeing this little red guy. We got a little bit of a fire though, so that's good. Let's go ahead and burn this up. Ooh. And since we have this, we can also unlock this bramble and get ourselves a little bit of a treasure. And do we see any other brambles? I think that's it, right? Because yeah, we can't get up there. Okay. Well, let's head through this cave and then, because we'll just grab that little diary on the way out. Another little dead guy
hung ominously around the skeleton's neck.
Ooh, another diary piece. Oh no, it's a forlorn. I thought he was a treasure chest. Oh no. Okay, so we got...
Stranger shivered in the cold.
That stranger's cold, eh? This is a chain? What does this lever do?
They'd moved through such dark places.
Nice. So obviously, oh, give me that torch. Oh, it wanted me to grab it from over there. I was like, why didn't it spawn? There we go. All right, so our torch is on fire. Let's go ahead and pull the lever back over to the other side.
They lay down and closed their eyes.
Okay, let's grab it from over here.
Warmth was a distant memory, stolen by the passing miles.
Is this guy just freezing to death?
The stranger blinked at Ember. Is it morning already? How long have I been asleep?
Dude, you weren't asleep. You were literally frozen. But it is morning. Get your booty over to the campfire. Get yourself warmed up. Ooh, I just like going through the spider webs, the little snap and crackle. Go, little guy. cracking through the whole thing. Oh, well, would you look at that? This is above the campfire, and before we go, I would love the opportunity to just get all of them. I'm not sure if we can even move on if we don't get all the forlorn gathered, but we should grab this treasure chest, and then we have to get our net fixed.
Ember found the Wanderer's diary. The oily smell of frogs. They know more than they will say. They watch me watching them.
Do I have a new phobia now? Phobia of frogs. They just are oily? I don't know, man. This is a lot of frog talk. Alright, so... talking about frogs, let's see if that other frog went ahead and spawned back in the main lake area. Main pond? Yeah, these are all just ponds. No, our frog buddy is gone. Does our fisher guy miss him? I need some help.
The fisherman noticed the broken net Ember was carrying. Let me have a look. See what I can do. With a silk thread, the fisherman carefully knotted it together. With each knot he tied, a net began to form. Here you go. Good as new.
All right, our fisherman helped us finish our fishing net. Wow. He's obsessed with this giant frog, but doesn't have any comment about the frog not being in the pond anymore. Let's go ahead and go get that key out of the pond so we can get our final forlorn for the forest. And we'll see. We'll see. I just don't like that red guy that's up there just not saying anything. Like, pretty much untouchable. Like, how do we even get to him? Who knows? Not me. Alright, let's go ahead and use our net.
Nestled, but it was just out of reach.
We got the gate key. Good job. So let's go get our last forlorn in this gate here. Going to ignore this creepy guy up on this ledge.
The old gate was locked. Ember placed the key in the lock and slowly began to turn it.
He's got all these little Goombas around him. Just sitting, he's just locked himself in a cage. Or maybe somebody locked him there?
The stranger gasped for breath. Dark water slipping above their head.
Okay, look at the look at those little frogs just jumping around. So adorable. So the good news is when we let the water down, it doesn't refill, which is good. Am I curious about the pig?
If they sank or swam. Slowly the tides ebbed, washing over old walls. A safe harbor emerging from the inky depths. Ember reached out a hand.
I like that puzzle. It was pretty easy, straightforward.
The stranger looked down. The ground feels good beneath my feet, friend.
Alright, so we did it the last one down. See? That guy's just creeping me out. What are we supposed to... Maybe we're supposed to ignore him and just be freaked out by him constantly. I mean, we got all the forlorn that we needed, so our campsite is full. We got our last drowning little buddy.
The ghost said, "You have done all you can, little one. Your journey lies ahead." Little one, your journey ahead will not be easy. The path to leave this place is blocked.
They're eating little frogs.
I will guide others to follow after you clear the way.
Little frogs on a stick while they're waiting for us to hurry up and get through this little limbo area.
There are others like me who can help. You will always be welcome here in the forest.
All right, on to
Once
this.
again, Ember could feel eyes watching.
By that creepy Ember that just like ran away. Are they all named Ember? They're all named Sack of Flour. Oh, there he is. Go ahead and touch that
Ember
guy.
approached the forlorn, but felt it was different. They said, "I know what I need to do, what I need to feel. I don't want to be helped." Ember could not help. Not all problems were puzzles to be solved.
Goosebumps. That was sad as heck. But we
Ember
got...
uncovered a journal entry.
Did you see that guy?
Dusk brings the longest shadows. The lanthorn comforts me. Soft melodies from home. The wild things listen. Yellow eyes in graying trees.
Okay, well, let's go ahead and get in our cage and go on up. It's an elevator, right? It's not a cage. The Crossroad. All right. Okay, when we were in the pond, somebody said something about the Crossroad, right? Let's talk to all these little guys.
Do you know where we are? I've been walking forever, lost in the marsh. The two travelers were talking quietly. Yeah, I got so lost in the marsh, you know? Why go anywhere else if it's safe here? Yeah, never having to worry again. The birds scare me, though.
Those are birds? Those are not birds. Those are lizards for sure. Alright, so we got another gate with a key. I guess onto the marsh we shall go. What's this bird guy got
The
to say?
guard squawked. Stand back, don't come any closer. The guard was protecting a path down between the rocks.
What's down
Nothing
there?
down there but sadness and turning forlorn.
That's this whole game, is just
Go see the
sadness.
Forest King. He'll set you straight. The Forest King showed me the way. You'll see there's no need to keep going.
Oh, those are just little emperor guys with the big hats. See the little eye? Okay.
He'll make a bird of you. Go get your feathers.
Alright, so we gotta go get feathers. This looks like the way up or the way down to another area. So yeah, let's go talk to the Forest King. Well, first let's give a talking to these bird guys. These lizard
The
people.
guard joked. Another scrawny ember from the forest. And with a bag looking all nicely and shiny, both guards started looking at Ember with a deathly stare. The guard leered. The Forest King would like you, little scruff. Yes, come a little closer. Let us see what's in that bag.
Hands off. That's our bag
We
that
got
we
the door to the
got
Forest
fair and
King.
square off of a dead body.
Oh yes, we decide who gets to see the king. The Forest King will want to see you. Yes, yes, come this way.
Well, this isn't gonna be bad, right? The Forest Throne.
Feeling of foreboding overcame Ember. Ember was terrified but tried not to show it. The giant's bird spoke softly. Another little Ember. Speak, little one.
Have you guys ever seen The Dark Crystal? If you have, then you know. And if you haven't, then you don't know. And you should count yourself lucky.
Do not fear. The bird is a friend.
It's
Ember
literally a
wanted to
dead
feel
bird.
safe. Oh, little Ember, birds won't hurt you. Birds will take another under our wing. Stay safe in the nest, you'll never turn forlorn. Ember was still afraid. Is it the night that scares you, little one? See, night is gone. Day, birds will make the world less frightening. It wasn't only the night that frightened Ember. The bird was disappointed. Stay? No need to help, silly forlorn. Hope is false. Hope hurts little ones in the end. The Forest King spoke so gently to Ember. Perhaps they could rest here for a while. It was hard to know what else to say. Clever little Ember. You will stay. You will not turn forlorn. Search for hope no more. Now take this feather. Feather means Ember is one of us now. Birds keep little ones safe. Birds should never leave the nest.
I feel like that's wrong, right? Like, birds are born to leave the nest, right? Anyways, how dare he say we're not supposed to go help other people?
The guard seemed pleased. clever scruff sticking with us. I can hold that bag for you. Leave him alone. They're one of us now. Yeah, one of us. And we all shares bags and things.
Hands off my bag. But at least it's daytime, so
The
that's
stranger
nice.
wanted Ember's attention, being careful not to speak too loudly. You should get away from here while you still can. You can't trust the birds. I've heard there's another campfire in the marsh. Well, that's where I'm going if I can find a way down.
Well, let's go down into that little creepy crag of a rock and go check out what the marsh is. Oh, where'd all of our friends go?
The travelers had disappeared. Their campfire remained. The ashes were still warm. Bear tracks lay in the cinders.
Oh, did the birds eat them?
The guard squawked. Stand back, don't come any closer. Nothing down there but sad. Go see the Forest King. He'll set you straight.
Just go ahead, show him our feather. Look, we got a red
Got your
feather.
first feather,
We're
I
part of
see.
you guys now.
Best prove yourself. Stand watch here. Promise you won't let anyone pass.
And nobody will pass except us. Hey. Okay, let's get down here and go see what this marsh is all about. Save all
Amber
these
didn't
people.
like deceiving the birds.
Yeah, we do.
But what choice did they have?
Because
They couldn't rest in that place forever. They had to keep going.
and helping other people. Duh. I do not feel bad for deceiving the birds. If anything, that guy was hecka creepy. Well, the marsh doesn't seem that bad. It's kind of cute, right? Can't go down there. What's this? Oh, it's a forlorn.
This forlorn was not the same as the others. The forlorn whispered softly, I know what I need. I may never be. The future is yours, but mine is mine. Ember left the forlorn with their thoughts. The time wasn't right. Perhaps would never be.
I think what we have to go do is
Ember hurried away from the birds.
get to the campfire.
The mist hung close to Ember, hiding them. The Forest King seemed frightened, the birds cruel. Ember would rather risk turning forlorn than become like them.
Facts.
Ahead there would be others to help, and maybe a way to move on. The travelers seemed distressed. I'm sure it's fine. They'll be okay.
We gotta go save his buddy.
But it's been a while since. It's my fault.
He lost his friends. Yeah, this looks like the right way to like the campfire, right? So we've passed up 2 forlorn who didn't need our help yet. We gotta remember that. Is this right? The map. Oh.
It looked like a map, but pieces were missing. The piece formed a new route.
Well, I think this is the only room that we can get to right now.
It was the same place as before. But how?
Ooh, a
An
new
eerie
piece.
scene, like a moment frozen in time.
Those little robot buddies. Who is that guy?
gradually more of the map was revealed.
I'm still not sure if this is the way that we're supposed to go, but it is the way that we're going. And hopefully...
A section of bridge had somehow been ripped from its foundations.
this'll get us to, like, the main campfire area.
It was like the map had been broken on purpose.
Who would do that? The Forest King? He would never. Alright, so let's get this one out of here. What are these little, they're like little robot guys made out of stone. They aren't forlorn, and forlorn are the only creatures we've seen that are really made out of stone. Little frogs. Okay. So we also need to get to this spot. So go ahead and get over there. A little bit of treasure.
The mist revealed a secret place. Was it hidden on purpose?
Maybe. Okay, so up here I see a little guy. I can't drop him off the edge, so let's go ahead and leave him here and then climb up, because that looks like an elevator to me. And then we'll go ahead and bring him up on the elevator. And from here, we'll grab him and bring him over to this side of the elevator. Oh, look, a buddy. Let's go say hi.
The stranger spoke. You know, part of me didn't want to be found. I said some things I shouldn't have. And now I'm lost. And it's too late.
It's never too late to apologize. Okay, let's get this guy back down here. And there we go. Now I have to run around the whole entire map again. Climb up the stairs. How are we supposed to get over there? Maybe that's just like another little secret spot we'll get to. Melody Caves, the source of sadness. Yeah, this guy looks sad.
The
Oh wait, he's got a
looked
feather.
peaceful. Held tightly in its hand was a red feather.
Yeah, that's really suspicious. That the last thing he held on to was a feather. A sacred instrument with the power to move the world.
The statue spoke, just as it once moved the hearts of the forlorn. The instrument you now hold has the power to move the world around you. Another before you took great effort to hide it deep within this riddle.
How do I use this?
The lanthorn began to glow.
Oh. Nice. Okay. Let's go over here. Get ourselves a little diary entry. See what this guy has to say.
Scrap of journal. There are memories here, bound in rock. I hear their voices echo in the ancient stone. I find footprints by the cinders, a makeshift camp.
I thought I could just move that same piece over, but I guess I can't. Let's go ahead and get this guy out of here so we can skedaddle. That's a really cool item. That's gonna help us a bunch. So, okay, good. I was like, that's a long loading screen for what? Let's see if we can climb up here and get that. We can't. Oh wait, let's get this one. Let's get this one. I want to get all the diaries.
Ember found a scrap of journal. I heard them coming. The snap of a twig, a flutter of birds. A figure dashing through the undergrowth. Another like me?
Alright, well, I will go ahead and leave this part here. Thank you so much for joining me on this new Let's Play series. I'm having so much fun playing this. I'd love to hear from you guys. Are you feeling the same way? Are we digging it? Is it a vibe? We vibing with it? Alright, as always, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do that. That really helps me grow. Furthermore, if you want to follow my other social medias, as well as a link to my sticker shop, that's linked below in the description, as well as below my webcam. And finally, yeah, leave a comment down below. Like I said, I want to hear from you guys. Are you guys enjoying this? Have you played this game before? If you have, absolutely let me know. And until I see you guys again, have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye-bye.